minutes left in quarter number one. Caldwell right now matched with Cooper, and it's Buck Williams that has the assignment on David Robinson. Anderson.
Tough shot from Willie Anderson to get him started.
First basket by a member of the Spurs backcourt. 3.5 minutes left in the period. Spurs by 2. Entry pass by Kersey, deflected away and out of bounds. Clyde says, send that upstairs. Now just sail right over that Navy guy. He'll be docked in Pier 4. David's in the Navy and Clyde's in the Air Force. Terry Porter. Rebound Cooper, taken away by Caldwell Joe. Strickland. Smothered and a foul call. Looked like a clean block from Clyde. Let's see who gets the foul.
They give the call to Strickland against by Drexler. Drexler thought he had the play smothered, and perhaps if he had the chance to do it again, he would just leave his hand up, and it looked like a clean block.
I didn't see the replay that you did, and that's why you hear the boos cascading down on the official's call. Strickland, who is not a good free throw shooter, misses the first badly. The Spurs are a poor free throw shooting team than the Trailblazers. On the year, San Antonio shot just 74%. Now, both teams shot 74.5%. 21-18. Spurs by 3. Cooper and Caldwell. Kersey doubled. Forced the shot. Robinson's rebound. Willie Anderson. Coming. Correction. Sean Elliott with a shot. Portland rebounds. Kersey and Drexler. We have a timeout as the Blazers fumble it away. 2:44 left opening period. San Antonio leading Portland by 3. Another computer line number, and that's shooting. Spurs 10 of 15, 67%. The Blazers only 6 of 20, and that's 30%. 3-point San Antonio lead, 2.5 left, quarter number 1. David Robinson, assist Caldwell Joe. 6 points for David Robinson. He has made all 3 of his shots from the floor. Buck Williams, Wayne Cooper. Williams and Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Cooper. Heartbreak roll. Kicks out to Willie Anderson. 2 minutes to go in the period. Rod Strickland finds Terry Cummings. Line drive jumper, and Terry Cummings has 10 in the quarter. Backcourt pressure and foul. Rod Strickland. It will be the 5th team foul on San Antonio. Rakowski ready to come back in.
Brown has been moving his frontline people in and out, and he's going to make an adjustment here. It's a minute and 49 to go get Robinson out of the ball game. He has 2 personal fouls, and in that last possession, Portland was hopeful of picking up that 3rd, but couldn't get any daylight for Buck Williams to operate.
Porter, top 10 in free throw accuracy and assists in the NBA this year. Still troubled by a very sore Achilles tendon for which he receives treatment on a daily basis. Makes both free throws. Kerry has 5 points. One thing the Blazers have done well so far, Steve, make free throws. They're 7 of 8. Spurs, however, have a 5-point lead. Anderson almost drew the 3rd foul on Drexler. Clyde deep. And scores.
Good look ahead from Porter, so Drexler gets his 6th point of the period.
Game story billboarded on your screen as Strickland tangles again with Porter. Rod Strickland, almost a knuckleball shot. Very little rotation on his jumper, and certainly not the textbook style of shooting. But he puts San Antonio back up by 5. Porter finds Kersey open. Jerome continues his excellent shooting. He has 6. It's a 3-point San Antonio lead. We're inside 1 minute. coming. Long rebound, and Strickland's got it. Great pass. Caldwell can't finish. Williams rebounds for Portland.
Drexler open at the basket.
2 tries go awry. Clyde with the ball again. Foul, Rod Strickland. Second personal foul. It comes with 26 seconds to go in the quarter. Into the ball game for San Antonio, number 00, the veteran guard Johnny Moore. He replaces Strickland. Terry Porter will now try and bring Portland to within a single point. Cliff Robinson will come in. Wayne Cooper will come out. Terry has not shot free throws as well in the playoffs, Stephen. I would think it's the Achilles tendon just throwing off that natural rhythm. Comes out of the crouch and nails this one. Terry is 3 of 4. 27-25, 2-point ball game. San Antonio turns it over. Excellent half-court pressure. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds left in the quarter, and Rick Adelman will bring Drazen Petrovic and Danny Young into the ball game.
The failure of Johnny Moore and the San Antonio Spurs to move the ball before the double team is what created the turnover.
Quarter game clock on your screen. Buck. Block and a goaltend. Basket to Buck Williams, and Portland within, and now has tied the score at 27. Blazers to press, 2.5 left. After 1, Portland 27, San Antonio 27.
You have to be a little bit shaky because you know you're not going to be able to maintain that kind of shooting for 3 more periods.
All right, tied at 27, opening minute, second quarter. Drazen Petrovic, take it in, feed Mark Bryant, who just checked in, and Bryant scores. Mark Bryant puts Portland on top. The Blazer lineup now. Cooper, Bryant, Kersey on the front line, Petrovic and Young in backcourt. Spurs with Frank Burkowski. To Willie Anderson, over Drazen. Rebound, Terry Cumming. Burkowski. Tap, Caldwell. Foul is called.
Foul goes against Mark Bryant on the tap. The ball will be on the side for San Antonio. The key for Portland will be, can the second unit continue that intensity and also dominate the board. San Antonio had several opportunities with that possession.
David Wingate, number 25, in. Out of the ball game is Johnny Moore. Burkowski and Mark Bryant. Frank Burkowski. First basket for Burkowski tonight. He ties the score at 29. Spurs in a pressing defense. And Danny Young slides across midcourt. Finds Mark. Bryant turned away. Tap won't go. Loose ball foul called by Ed Rush.
Caldwell Jones comes over the top and trying to smother Bryant. Bryant's just a hair too quick with that release, and the ball just spun around, but he was there on the other side to try to pick it up.
Drazen Petrovic inbounds to Danny Young. They were sensational in the second quarter of Game 2 in the Dallas series.
It's going to be tougher for Petrovic because they are aware of his ability to shoot the ball. That time he puts it on the floor, gets all the way to the basket. You'll see Petrovic finish his play, and you'll see what happens after the play is Burkowski has some of his jersey. One thing about Petro, he understands dramatics.
Frank Bukowski wants to make sure that he gets the ball. Didn't like Drausen catching it. Caldwell stepped in as the peacemaker, and here come the Blazers after a steal. Danny Young. Portland 33, San Antonio 29. 10:15 left first half.
In an up and down game, the Trailblazers certainly have an advantage. San Antonio trying to defensively put some pressure on Portland with the press.
Hold, perhaps.
3 seconds.
Overtime parking. Rakowski and Cummings come out of the lineup. David Robinson, Sean Elliott return. 10 minutes to play first half. Portland leading by 4. Blazers were down by as many as 7 in the opening quarter.
Nobody's happier to see Wayne Cooper out on the floor than Caldwell Jones. That gives him someone that's got about legs in the same condition as he does. Petrovic nails one from the baseline.
Portland leading by 6. David Robinson scores and draws the foul on Wayne Cooper. Just a little touch foul on the arm. David Robinson now has 8, and he can tie his first game scoring output if he's successful on this free throw. Rod Strickland in, Willie Anderson out.
Brown has shuffled players in and out of the lineup, trying to find a combination that's going to stay aggressive and stay ready. Robinson has a chance for a three-point play, gets the bounce.
Terry Cummings with 10, David Robinson 9, leading San Antonio scoring. Young pressed and double teamed, finds Petro. Drausen. Offensive rebound to Petrovic. Danny Young, 2-point try. Rebound kept alive by Cooper and Bryant, but it goes to David Robinson. That's only his second rebound. Clock at 9 minutes left in the half. David Wingate. First basket for Wingate. Had 6 points in game 1, 35-34. Block, Robinson. David missed the lay-in, the rebound to Mark Bryant. Petrovic and Wingate. Blocking foul called on Wingate. Cliff Robinson is in. Jerome Kersey is out. Ed T. Rush warns Drausen Petrovic to keep his temper under control.
The wrong thing for Drausen to do is to point up at the replay screen up above to try to point out the official's mistake. He just got nailed to the floor by David Wingate.
Sean Elliott is called for this foul. It is his first.
And Danny Young is trying to tell him, as we take a look at the Cliff Robinson drive and Elliott trying to defend him, forget about Wingate, play your game. And that's really what you want to do. Whenever a player is putting his body on you, being very aggressive, you still got to maintain your poise and your presence and figure out a way to be effective out on the floor.
Wayne Cooper just passing along the same advice to Drausen. Cliff Robinson makes 2 free throws, and Portland leads by 3. 37-34, 8:20 to play first half. Game 2, Western Conference semifinals, and you're in a front row seat at Portland's Memorial Coliseum. Offensive foul, San Antonio.
You knew that after game 1, in which San Antonio was manhandled, they would come out and try to put their bodies on the Trailblazers. They have done so. It's not normally their style of playing their game, and the whistles are going against them here in the early part of the ball game.
The foul, the second on Caldwell Jones for an illegal pick. Terry Cummings will come back in next dead ball. Big Mark. Yes, Mark Bryant. 5-point Blazer lead. Elliott finds an open Wingate. David Robinson. Cooper will be called for the foul. Terry Cummings is in.
Many feel that David Robinson does not like physical play, but in order to respond to physical play, you've got to get the basketball in an area where you can be effective. That time, deep in the paint, he got a chance to turn, picks up the foul against Wayne Cooper. He's back at the line.
It's the second foul on Wayne Cooper. Buck Williams back in. Wayne Cooper is out. The Blazer front line now. Cliff Robinson, Mark Bryant, Buck Williams. The backcourt remains Petrovich and Young. Robinson makes 1 of 2 free throws. He has 10 points. 4-point game. Portland on top. Mark Bryant. That's an area where he feels very comfortable. He has 6 points, and that matches Mark's game 1 total. Portland's lead half a dozen.
Tough matchup for Sean Elliott, and he should be able to get his shot away almost at any time. Robinson spins back the other way.
Long rebound. Robinson's got it. Leave it for Strickland. No 3-point threat. Cummings. Well shot. Ball belongs to Portland. Spurs a very poor 3-point shooting team. Cummings is the best on the squad. Cliff Robinson. Rebound David Wingate. Foul Cliff Robinson. It is his third.
See Rick Adelman tell Cliff Robinson, hold it down. Don't be overly aggressive as we go to a break.
6:59 left. First half. Portland leading by 6.
Drexler in, Cliff Robinson down. Drexler will play up front.
Petrovich and Wingate. Force the ball inside. Bryant tries to save after the bad pass, and the ball belongs to San Antonio. NBA final score tonight. Detroit 112 and New York 77. A 35-point win for the Pistons. Strickland. Nice drive.
Good penetrating move by Strickland. That's one of the reasons that Larry Brown likes him. He does have the ability to make things happen in an open court. Now Portland is going to an unusual lineup, and we'll find out how they respond.
Danny Young, 3-point basket. Portland 44 and San Antonio 39.
One of the first things you see is that when they have Drexler down on the box, that gives someone else an open opportunity.
Robinson's pass deflected by Young. Strickland has it. Gets help from Drazen. Traveling call.
You see how many Trailblazers challenge Strickland trying to get the ball. Young first, then Petrovich, then finally Drexler forced to travel. Sean Elliott out of the ball game for San Antonio. Danny Young sits down for Portland.
And a strong effort by Danny. Terry Porter is back in. Young goes out having made 2 of 3 shots for 5 points. And a good rest for both Porter and Drexler in this opening half. Drazen. Drive. Can't score. Drazen offensive rebound. Clyde finds the open man in Porter. And draws the foul from David Robinson. Smart play by Terry Porter. It is David Robinson's 3rd personal foul.
Sometimes in getting a foul against a key player like Robinson, you have to be a little fortunate. That Drexler pass was off just enough to where it mistimed the shot. Robinson may have been able to get to the first one. Porter pump fake, got him in the air. Now he's at the line.
45-39 Blazers. Terry now with 8 points. And the Blazer lead is 7 with 5.5 minutes exactly left in the second quarter.
Looking for Cummings inside.
Kowski finds Cummings. Drives on Buck and scores. So Cummings has responded to the challenge that he set for himself. He's put 14 on the board. 46-41. Drexler pressured nicely by Wingate. Petro for three. Rebound, Wingate. Strickland to the cutter, Willie Anderson.
Tough shot by Willie Anderson, comes back to Strickland and he puts it back in. So San Antonio with some second efforts of their own, 4 in the period for Strickland, makes it a 3-point contest.
Spurs shooting 59%, the Blazers 40. Blazers still big advantage in the offensive boards, 10-5. Buck buries his head, lost the ball, trying to retrieve, but Rod Strickland has it. Strickland. Rod Strickland, quick surge, 3 quick baskets, and now it's a 1-point game as San Antonio comes back with 6 points in a row. Foul San Antonio on the Drexler drive. Willie Anderson, it is his first personal.
The Trailblazers would gladly live with this kind of pace and exchange where the game opens up and allows them to use their ability to get to the basket. Anderson trying to wrap around, puts Drexler on the line.
Update from Los Angeles, halfway through the second quarter, the Lakers 36 and the Phoenix Suns 33. 7 points for Clyde Drexler. Larry Brown bracketed by his assistants, R.C. Buford and Greg Popovich. Drexler brackets both free throws. And as you see our clock and score, the Portland lead is back to 3, and Larry Brown will ask for a timeout. 31 in offensive rebounds and 21 fewer turnovers. That's plus 52 possessions or 13 a game. And that's been the real key in Portland's dominance and 4 consecutive playoff wins. Terry Cummings with Buck Williams. Willie Anderson. Wingate with the left hand, missed everything. Terry Cummings kicks out and Percy gets the rebound. That is Jerome's first rebound of the night. He had 16 in game 1. 3.5 minutes left. Rebound to Craig Burkowski. Did he travel? Fans say yes. 48-45 Portland.
They have a matchup in Cummings versus Percy that they could exploit. We'll see if they do. Percy rebound.
Drexler. Porter will go to the line and shoot 2. Fouled by Wingate, I believe.
One thing you don't see San Antonio do a good job of is stop Portland in transition. They don't really challenge the guy that's handling the ball. In this case, it turns out to be Drexler in the middle. That allows him to really make a seam for Porter, who's now at the line.
Point number 9 for Terry Porter. He is now 6 of 7 at the line. One of his biggest fans, Coach Rick Adelman. Trailblazers at the line tonight, Steve, are 16 of 18. 89%.
They can't stay bad forever.
Terry Cummings, he has 16 already. He had 17 in game 1. Cummings is 8 of 11 from the field. 50-47, Blazers by 3. 2:50 left first half. Buck Williams. Rebound, San Antonio's Wingate. Anderson. Willie Anderson in transition, only his second basket, but he brings the Spurs to within 1 as we hit 2.5. Drexler spins, scores. 10 for Clyde Drexler, 52-49. Clyde, only 7 shots so far. He has made 3. He's perfect at the line and has 4 rebounds and 4 assists.
Force a switch inside that you. Buck Williams is going to get called for the hold against Burkowski.
First foul on Buck, but the 15th foul on the Trailblazers. Portland 52 and San Antonio 49. Update from LA, 46-44 Lakers, 3:45 left second quarter. Rick gets the roll. And again, here's the news today in the NBA. Steve will talk about that a little later as we get a chance, but Jimmy Rogers out at Boston and Harry Weltman, no surprise, out at New Jersey. Rod Strickland steals. Steal Drexler, or Porter, he's got Drexler deep, leave it, Terry, lay and score. (54-51), Portland by 3, game clock on your screen.
Good play by Drexler, made the defense commit and gave Porter an easy try after he made the steal.
Strickland. Rebound, Kersey. Terry to Buck. Yes. Portland 56, San Antonio 51.
With that quickness from the perimeter, Portland was able to get the ball and make a hard push to get a transition hoop. This is where you'd like to keep San Antonio in Wingate. He makes that shot from the outside.
3-point game, moving up on 1 minute left. 3-point try. Yes. Terry Porter, he has 9 in the quarter and 15 in the game. Blazers have now matched their largest lead.
Not much of a lead by NBA standards, but what Portland has done is regain control of the basketball game with a minute left in the second period. Looking for Cummings, they decide to go the other way.
Terry found the seam, found the hoop. 8 in the quarter and 18 in the game for Terry. Played very well. Petro, cut, score! Great pass to the cutting Drazen Petrovic. Game clock is on your screen. Shot clock is 17. Willie Anderson lost the ball, and here comes Clyde. He's got Porter deep. Petro. Rebound, Jerome. Yes. Portland explodes in front by 8. 15 seconds left in the quarter. And they're on their feet at the Coliseum. Seconds. 1 second. Halftime. And at the Memorial Coliseum, Portland 63, San Antonio 55.
Then their effort on the board, when they're struggling to find good scoring opportunities, they've been able to keep it alive. Kersey with the strong drive gets right at the basket for his first 2 points of the ball game. For Larry Brown, that was a signal that his team needed to tighten up defensively. He called a 20-second timeout to try to change the complexion of the game by going through Terry Cummings in the first period of play. Cummings opened the first period with 10 points, and they were also very concerned about getting David Robinson involved in the ball game early as he struggled in game 1. That is not the story tonight at the offensive end for Robinson and San Antonio. Ball movement is always a key to getting scoring opportunities. Sean Elliott gets a nice opportunity. After the ball is swung, he has the ability to put the ball on the floor, goes in for an easy opportunity. Portland's activity at the defensive end and challenging San Antonio made it easier for them to disrupt their offense, but when they weren't always successful, there was a guy named Terry Cummings to pick up the loose change. Terry Porter, who was not aggressive at the basket in game 1, came out shooting the basketball tonight and has been successful inside as well as outside his three-point area and the free throw line. Drazen Petrovic came out attacking and also attacking the San Antonio Spurs. For San Antonio, Larry Brown is concerned about their turning the ball over in unforced situations because that's going to lead to easy opportunities for the Trailblazers. Danny Young finding no one to pass to, but no one guarding him makes a nice transition opportunity. The one thing that Portland felt that they would be able to do against San Antonio is move the ball, move the people. They would get good looks at the basket, and that has been the story in the first half. So once they begin to find some good rhythm at the offensive end, they begin to break the game open. Strickland made a surge for San Antonio with 6 straight points to get them back in a competitive posture, then followed by Terry Cummings right at the basket. Cummings has been the guy that has kept them close and in the ball game. 10 in the first, 8 in the second, a total of 18, but he's been shooting the ball extremely well tonight, and certainly Brown hopes that will continue. A good play from Drexler to Porter, and another easy 2 for Terry Porter. Now you see every time the ball goes through the hoop, Frank Bukowski gives someone a little love tap, a little hug, just to slow down Portland and to let them know that he's there. So it's more of a pest type attitude, but Portland has been strong in transition in the last 2 minutes. With David Robinson sitting on the bench, they got their open court game going. Terry Porter strikes for 3, and the Portland Trailblazers have a comfortable 8-point advantage at the break.
Game players in the game that have 3 personal fouls. The opposing centers, Cliff and David Robinson, both with 3.
Sean Elliott picks up a foul right off the bat. If Brown can keep Sean Elliott and San Antonio in that kind of an aggressive defensive posture, then it's going to make Portland have to work a lot harder at the offensive end.
Drexler, Portland's leading assist man, with 5. Rod Strickland led the Spurs with 7 assists.
Try to open up the middle and use Brock Williams' ability to go left or right. Pick up the foul against Terry Cummings, and we'll start at the free throw line for Portland. One of the things that Buck does very well that most big people don't do is turn and face the basket. That gives you 2 options, actually 3. One to shoot over the top, to go left or right. This time he comes across the middle.
Another thing that we see him do so well is go with the left hand, and there are a lot of players, Steve, that don't work as hard on their offhand as Buck has to develop his game. 65-55. Believe it or don't, the Blazers are 90% at the line on 18 of 20. David Robinson lost the ball. If it's on Cliff, it is his fourth. And it is. 4 fouls on Cliff Robinson.
Robinson is also one of those players with quick hands, and the natural tendency is to go after the ball. He thought he was on top of it, but David Robinson gets to the line. That'll get Wayne Cooper back in the game. So Cliff Robinson has not been able to really get himself untracked and stay consistently involved due to foul problems.
Wayne Cooper will come in. Cliff comes out. Cliff 4 points, 4 rebounds, but made only 1 of 6 shots from the field. David Robinson now with 12 points. David 4 of 6 from the floor, 4 of 6 from the line. Spurs in a full court press.
Well, San Antonio's not a team that's used to trapping. We'll see how Portland attacks it, but you do want to attack. Drexler, tough shot.
Rolls off Terry Cummings and throws it away to Drexler. Cooper. Yes. Pretty play. Pass from Drexler, basket by Cooper. Wayne's first basket of the night. 67-57, Portland by 10. Opening minute, 3rd quarter. David double, deflection and steal, Terry Porter. Finds Clyde.
2 times. Drexler wished he had that ball back. The first time when he missed Kersey, the second time when he missed Buck Williams, sails it out of bounds, and a golden opportunity goes away.
Down south, Phoenix leading Los Angeles at the half, 53-51. They're just underway, 3rd quarter down there. Again, we'll continue to keep you updated on that score. Detroit earlier beat New York tonight by 35. Elliott. Save Buck Williams. Great hustle play. Clyde can't score but draws the foul. And the Blazers' aggressive basketball continues to pay dividends and earn trips to the line.
2 shots for
The duty under the basket for our cameramen is not always the best, but they'll bring you the best shots as Buck Williams just barges right into his living room. But that play got the Trailblazers started in transition, and what it really highlights is the fact that they're not giving up on any ball. Now, every ball is up for grabs. Drexler misses from the line for the first time tonight.
68-57, Blazers by 11. Strickland off to the side, rebound. Elliott pushed off to get into a foul call, but the ball stays with Portland. We had a great view here, Steve, of Sean Elliott pushing off with the left arm to free himself up to that rebound.
Crowd starting to get in it as they sense a psychological break could be coming here very early in the third period of play.
Kersey rolls off in the rebound. Willie Anderson. Blazers would like to push the lead beyond 15. Spurs want to get it to single numbers. Willie Anderson, his spot, won't go. Rebound. Elliott jerked off his feet. Look out.
You'll find out what playoff basketball intensity is all about as you'll see Sean Elliott with the ball, and out of there come Cooper and Robinson, and Cooper went right after David Robinson, who is saying, I had nothing to do with it. Buck Williams steps in trying to get things settled down. For David Robinson, what this is a lesson in intimidation. He was not the perpetrator in that incident, but he is being pressured into feeling that he is the bad guy here on the visiting floor, on the Trailblazer floor.
Sean Elliott will be at the line for two. We end up with double technicals on that. Elliott misses the free throw. Spurs are only 7 of 14 at the line, 50%. 9:35 left third quarter. Portland by 11. Drexler save. Wayne Cooper. Kersey fumbles the ball away to Sean Elliott. Elliott, College Player of the Year at Arizona a year ago. Willie Anderson over the top, buries it. Anderson has been very quiet, a single basket in each quarter. Now 3 of 8 shooting, has 6.
The Trailblazers again missed a golden opportunity to really put a psychological harness around San Antonio by not being able to control the ball. Strong drive by Porter.
Cummings and Buck Williams. Terry, tough shot. Ball loose, Clyde's got it. Porter for 3. Robinson, Drexler, jump ball.
This is a tremendous effort by Drexler because he came out of nowhere to get you the ball just about the same time that David Robinson did. The crowd here wants a foul. Robinson doesn't control the tap.
Clyde to Coop. Lost the ball going up. In transition, Strickland with Willie Anderson. Trailer, Robinson, no. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul against David Robinson as Porter steps in to take the charge. A lot of San Antonio Spurs in a transition opportunity. Actually, that's Willie Anderson that charges. So the ball will go over to Portland with an 11-point advantage.
Second foul on Willie Anderson. David Robinson, remember, playing with 3. Porter, give and go. Great play, Porter. Larry Brown wants timeout. Blazers lead by 13.
Antonio Spurs defense can react. You'll see him celebrating as he points to Drexler, and Larry Brown wants to talk about defensive awareness, pressure on the basketball, and some heart.
Steve, it's an area that I think may be Portland's biggest plus in the series, and that's the backcourt matchup. Drexler and Porter with the experience and the skill. I just don't know if Anderson and Strickland can match up with them.
The reaction from the Trailblazers group playing out on the floor, they're very jubilant right now. They know they've got 8 minutes, 7 seconds worth of work to go here in this period, and what they're trying to do right now is get that psychological break. They have control of the game. They've got the lead on the score, enough a decibel or two. They respond. Let's see if San Antonio can quiet the crowd with a made hoop. Willie Anderson. David Robinson, blocked inside by Jerome Kersey. 7:51 to play, third quarter, and Portland leading 72-59. David Robinson didn't quite have control of that ball as Kersey made the block. 2 on the shot clock. Willie Anderson beats the buzzer, and the rebound to Wayne Cooper. Kersey, open, entry, Drexler. Again, pass and cut. Drexler and Kersey make it work, and the lead is now 15. Anderson lost it inside. Jump ball, no. Robinson knocked away. Trailblazers are just challenging everything. Anderson went by. Drexler stripped him. The ball bounced up to Robinson. 3 Trailblazers surrounded him, and you saw Kersey chasing a ball that had been out of bounds for a week. They just will not give up on loose balls. Shot clock at 5. Steal, Drexler. Clyde draws the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And this crowd is ready to celebrate as the margin is at 15. Larry Brown yelling at David Robinson, and what he's trying to tell him is now you've got to compete. You've got to get in here, and you've got to play the game. They are down big on the scoreboard, and what they need is a lift. They have scored just 4 points in the first almost 5 minutes of play as the Trailblazers defense has really tightened up. So is the Blazer free throw shooting. It's 21 of 24 tonight, and Portland's lead, the largest of the night, at 17. Steal again. Buck Williams. A 19-point Blazer lead. San Antonio timeout. At Portland's Memorial Coliseum, and it looks like those guys from Chicago are back in town. The one guy that's done well, he has 20 points tonight. He's made 10 of 14 shots. The Blazers have been so disruptive, forcing mistakes by the Spurs backcourt. 5 San Antonio turnovers in the opening 5 minutes of this quarter. Problem for San Antonio is they're now forced to play the kind of game we're not comfortable with. Kersey rebound. They're going to call him over the top. Kersey felt that he was the first one to it out of the pack. David Wingate will come in the ball game. Sean Elliott sits down for San Antonio. It's the second foul on Jerome Kersey. Team fouls in the quarter. Portland 2, San Antonio 4, as you see Wingate, former Georgetown star, back on the floor for the Spurs. We are almost midway through the third quarter. Now 6 minutes to play, as you see, and Portland up by 17. Willie Anderson shovels it off, and the basket made by the Spurs. Rod Strickland, he has 11 points. 78-63, lead 15. Drexler, switch shot. For Portland and Drexler, what they don't want to do is allow San Antonio some easy scores, and it gives themselves a psychological lift that they can get back in the game very quickly. You want to make them work for everything. Porter steal.
Jerome. Hauled in from behind by Willie Anderson. Kersey will be at the line to shoot two.
Rick Adelman in the crowd here for Coliseum want a breakaway, but they're not going to give him a breakaway foul. Willie Anderson's third personal foul. Kersey will go to the line. It all started at the other end of the floor. One of the problems is where you leave the ball. They lob it up there for David Robinson. He's not aware that the help is coming from the weak side. Porter just takes off with the basketball.
And again, part of that Blazer strategy on David, you'll always double team him, but at every timeout they change the way they apply the double team and who's going to do it. Change up defense to double team David Robinson. 82-63, Blazers by 19. Illegal defense called against Portland. First violation of the night.
You get an illegal defense between Cooper and Drexler. What happened was they had a screen across and Drexler switched. Cooper stayed with David Robinson, and when Willie Anderson cleared the paint, it was an illegal defense, an easy call to make, as San Antonio has a mini huddle trying to get themselves together. 5:18 left, Pat.
Robinson doubled. Errant pass. Wingate barely saves. Shot clock, still lots of time. Anderson inside to Strickland. No foul call, and Cooper rips it away. Porter scored, is fouled again. Wingate's third foul. Cooper's rebound gets it started. There's the slam cam view.
A great view of an adjustment by Porter on the drive, but you can see a great illustration of the desire of the Trailblazers to get it done. Cooper was not going to lose that ball, ripped it away, got control of it. The Blazers get a break. Porter gets a three-point play. The lead is 22.
85-63, 4:45 left third quarter. San Antonio misses again. Blazers now closing in on the Spurs in field goal percentage. 48 to the Spurs 51. Key is at the line. Portland has made 24 free throws. San Antonio only 7. Plus 17 at the line.
The real key in this ball game is the aggressiveness and the intensity of the Trailblazers. They have really been after it. They've wanted it. They are just chasing and challenging everything. Another putback right there by Jerome Kersey.
87-63. Kersey now with a dozen.
Now, when you're in a brawl, then you have to find a way to brawl back, and that's the problem for San Antonio. They are not used to this kind of basketball, and they have struggled with it. Wingate.
That is the third basket for David Wingate. 87-65. Portland in control. More aggressive, more dominant, executing at both ends, controlling the boards, and still great team play at the offensive end. And there, an offensive foul.
Willie Anderson responding with some of it right there. He gave a chuck to Jerome Kersey, who gave one back. His happened to come right in front of Ed Rush. Then Kersey had something to say. But that's the kind of play that you need for you to get back in the ballgame. You have got to make them get off their game and pay attention to what you're doing at the other end of the floor is coming to fatigue.
A technical foul on Jerome. And we discover again, as many in the league suspect, Steve, that the T in Ed Z Rush stands for technical. Drazen Petrovic returns to the Portland lineup. Kersey comes out, gets some calming words from Rick Adelman.
What he's trying to get him to understand is we've got the lead. Now, it's up to them to respond. And what you got to do is just play your game. They're going to try all sorts of things. And if you don't go for it, then you're going to continue to control the game. Wingate.
Block Cooper. Strickland turned away by Cooper again. Stolen Willie Anderson.
You see Porter fight and scrap for that. They just will not quit on the ball. And that is the key to the game. Porter was down and clawing. Drexler comes over. Petrovic comes over. Watch the play. That is the reason that Portland is winning this basketball game.
Derek Cummings, foul call. Drazen. It's the first foul on Drazen Petrovic. It comes with 3:17 left in the third quarter. Portland riding a 21-point cushion. Willie Anderson will come out. Rod Strickland will come out. Checking in, Johnny Moore and Sean Elliott will go to a timeout. Portland leading San Antonio in Game 2 by 21 points. Maybe Game 4 in San Antonio will turn out to be the Spurs' last crusade of 1990. 87-68, Portland by 19. Spurs press and steal Johnny Moore. And blows the lay-in. Moore again. And walked with the ball.
Of all of the people you would love to see make a hoop, it would be Johnny Moore, with all of the adversity he's gone through, but it just kind of characterizes the struggles of San Antonio against the Portland Trailblazers. A steal, an easy opportunity, can't get it done, then a turnover.
Porter and Petrovic on the back line for Portland. Cooper, Buck Williams, Clyde Drexler along the front line. Porter and Johnny Moore. Terry drive, tried to dish and lost the ball. Frank Burkowski. 2:40 to go, third quarter. David Robinson turned away by Cooper, his third block of the quarter. Steal, almost. Yes, Buck Williams, Porter, Petro. Score! Portland by 21 again. 2:15 left, third quarter. Foul, Terry Porter. His first. He'll talk it over with Danny Crawford.
Porter is saying he did the same thing to him at the other end. Danny Crawford comes back with a quick technical. So what Portland does not want to do is get into anything with the officials. They are dominating the play, and they've got to let their play make the statement for them.
Danny Young is in, Terry Porter out. Is part of that, Steve, just an extension of how mentally ready they were to play tonight, their competitive and aggressiveness?
There's no question about that. I mean, they are fired up, and they're challenging everything. They're challenging the officials' calls. And from the official standpoint, they're saying, we don't want this crowd to get down on us any more than they are, and you got an advantage.
Moore missed the free throw. The Spurs tonight have made only 10 of 19 free throws, and Sean Elliott, who made 87% on the year, has drawn the collar in 3 tries at the line. Moore's first point of the night, 89-69, as you see. Portland by 20, and we're going to roll towards the 2-minute mark in the quarter in just a few seconds.
Good direction by Drexler to tell him to clear out, because now that forces that trap to retreat. Now what you want to do is find the seam and sack it by going to the basket. Nice pass, Drexler.
Wayne Cooper will be at the line. It is David Robinson's 4th personal foul. So another sweet moment for the crowd as we watch Wayne Cooper defensively as Cliff shoots free throws at the line. Coop's been great tonight, Steve.
Wayne Cooper was very intense and ready to play, and everything that has been coming inside in this third period, he has turned away. So since coming in the middle for Cliff Robinson, he has shut down any inside game for San Antonio.
Veteran Wayne Cooper, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 block shots in the quarter alone, 22-point Blazer lead. Burkowski floats it up and in. Burkowski, who had 20 in the first game, has only 6 tonight. Minute 35 left in the quarter. Shot clock at 16. Clyde Drexler update, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Maybe on his way to a triple-double. Deep in San Antonio. Wingate, I think, had dropped down below that line with Petrovic and Williams still on the outside.
He's also telling Johnny, let loose of the jersey. When there's only so much jersey I can let you have without blowing the whistle.
Drexler and Sean Elliott. Dropped it off for Petro, and Petro couldn't handle the puck.
One of the things that you must always be aware of with a good passer is where the basketball is. And when you go to the basket, you got to be ready for a pass. And Petro was not that time.
Frank Burkowski, David Robinson. Score over Buck for David Robinson, 14 points. That's it, 14 points, and only 9 shots from the field. Inside the final minute in the quarter, Portland leading by 18. Clyde. Yes, sir, Clyde Drexler. He has 9 in the quarter and 19 in the game, and a marvelous all-around floor effort. Scoring, rebounding, passing, and defense. He's closed Willie Anderson down again, too. David Robinson.
When he's been able to get a chance to get a look at the hoop, he's been able to score the basketball. He's got 16. Wrap around by Moore.
Shot clock at 10. Clyde, pinch, foul, Sean Elliott. Update from Los Angeles after 3. Los Angeles 84 and Phoenix 78. That's after 3 quarters. Foul on Sean Elliott is his 5th of the ballgame. Rod Strickland, Willie Anderson return for San Antonio. Wayne Cooper comes out, Cliff Robinson back in. And many stand and salute Wayne Cooper. Cliff Robinson struggled tonight. Wayne Cooper came in and was a tower of strength on the back line.
Cliff didn't really struggle in the sense of his performance. He didn't score the ball, but he was very active. But when you're that active and overly aggressive, sometimes you're going to get on the bench with fouls, and that's what happened to him. But Cooper was outstanding in his stint. Burkowski throws it away.
Terry Porter ready to check back in for Portland. Larry Brown sending Johnny Moore back to the scorer's bench.
Well, they go for offense in this final 13 seconds of play. And they've got a lot of small people in the lineup right now as San Antonio extends their defense.
13 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Blocking foul, Johnny Moore right in front of our location. First foul on Johnny Moore.
Johnny Moore used to be a great defensive player and could anticipate this play. You can see him falling all the way, trying to draw the foul. Almost got it, but Terry Porter goes to the line.
This was 7 seconds left in the third quarter.
But this has been a period in which the San Antonio Spurs really got bushwhacked. And it started at the end of the second period and continued on here in the third. And the Trailblazers have just challenged everything. They have clawed and scratched. And when you play like this, it's real tough. This is known as hard play, and the Trailblazers have played extremely hard tonight.
They've outscored San Antonio 34-20 in this quarter. Final 6 seconds of the period. Moore, Robinson. Quick transition, 2.5 seconds left. Porter, and that's it. After 3 quarters of play, the Blazers well on their way to taking a 2-0 lead in the series. They lead San Antonio by 20. Fourth and final quarter. Rod Strickland, David Wingate. Rebound, David Robinson, matched with Buck Williams. Tough shot, Robinson scores, and he has 20.
Robinson beginning to pick it up, and I think he understands what he's going to have to do when they get back to San Antonio. Buck Williams characterized it best. He said, if you thought game 1 was a war, wait till game 2. Shot clock at 10. Robinson
scores, managed to get rid of Buck Williams, just kind of shucked him off. Foul is called on Clyde as we look at field goal shooting in the quarters, and you see again Portland's dominance in a sweeping third period.
Well, it's come down for San Antonio. It's gone up for the Trailblazers. Robinson dressing himself at the line and a chance for a three-point play, but he had great position. Buck Williams tried to draw the foul, couldn't get that, and Drexler tried to make the block. 5 points right out of the gate for Robinson and the Spurs.
99-82, margin 17.
Now for Portland at the offensive end, they just can't get careless. They've got to continue to work hard for everything and score the basket when they have a chance to do so. San Antonio's going to make a run. Robinson knocked off the ball.
No foul called, one should have been. David was clearly bumped out of the way. Cliff Robinson, Buck Williams. 15 for Buck Williams, and Portland breaks the century mark, 101-82. 10:40 to play in the game. Steal, Petro. Petrovic, no, foul, I think Buck.
Buck Williams trying to free Petrovic, stepped in for a screen, never was set. The call was an easy one to make, turnover against Portland.
Coming up on 10 minutes left to play in the game. Robinson.
Robinson beginning to shake free now. He's got 7 in the period. He's got 15 points here in about the last 4 or 5 minutes of play. So Portland has got to continue to find ways to score. Danny Young comes back.
Well, San Antonio's defense showing an open door policy, and Danny Young was more than happy to accept the invitation. 103-84, 9:40 to play. Robinson, wild shot. They've got a foul. Buck Williams.
Now what Buck doesn't want to do is get overly aggressive in trying to keep David Robinson off balance, or you'll see him coming with a little pop after the shot right there, knocking Robinson off balance, and he'll get him to the free throw line. Because what happens is now you get into a penalty situation earlier, make it easier for a team that's been struggling to score to get back in the game. And the psychological break that the Portland Trailblazers had will have been lost if they let San Antonio come back very quickly.
Robinson makes the free throw. You saw Buck Williams go take a seat on the Blazer bench, and Mark Bryant checked in for him. This was 9.5 to play. Robinson is good on both free throws, and the margin is now 17. 103-86. Steal, David Wingate. Rick Adelman may want a timeout here. Re-steal, Cliff Robinson up for grabs, and Drexler beats Willie Anderson to the ball. Willie Anderson will get the foul. We get word now, Steve, that Wayne Cooper has gone to the locker room with Dr. Cook. We don't know the reason yet. We'll try and find out why and pass it along as quickly as we can. Cliff Robinson. Rebound, Wingate. Terry Cummings. Shooters bounce. Terry Cummings, 25 points.
15-point advantage for the Trailblazers, so what they want to do is continue to work. Drexler falls down, loses the ball.
Rod Strickland. Leave it. Cummings scores. Now the margin has gone to 13, and Rick Adelman will call a timeout. Still, 8 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Blazers 103, the Spurs 9. Spiritual sixth man, and you may be doing the same thing at home.
You notice San Antonio has really gotten aggressive defensively. They're challenging everything that Portland does. Cliff Robinson draws the foul and will go to the line.
The foul is on Willie Anderson, and Willie gets his 5th personal foul. So Willie Anderson and Sean Elliott both carrying a quintet of personals now. Sean Elliott will come in, Anderson out as Cliff Robinson goes to the line. Many of you who read the regular journalistic work of Kerry Eggers of the Oregonian might be delighted to know that Kerry tonight became the proud father of a new son, weighing in at 8 pounds 2 ounces and measuring 21 inches. Mother, son, and Kerry are doing fine. Kerry, as some of you may know, the son of the longtime sports information director at Oregon State University, Johnny Eggers. So that's great for the Eggers. All right, shot made by David Wingate. A score here, 105-92, and we have exactly 8 minutes to play in the game. CD, who of course became a father recently.
Drexler trying to force his way in, got there, missed a shot, tried to pick up his follow, couldn't.
Bryant, the unenviable task of trying to defend Rod Strickland, then deflects the pass. Open man is Strickland, not a three-point threat at all. Sean Elliott.
San Antonio has finally settled down and gotten themselves into a game rhythm here and are beginning to challenge an 11-point lead for Portland.
And still 7:20 to play. Kersey tried to draw the foul and could not. And now the Spurs could make it a 9-point game. And this has been a huge comeback for San Antonio. Cummings, good shooter? Yes. 29 for Terry Cummings. 27 for David Robinson. A 20-second timeout called by Rick Adelman. And all of a sudden the fans here now, more than a little nervous, we've got a ball game.
Well, so there are many of you out there that think that this happened without David Robinson. He is the guy that started it all with 9 points at the top of the period, and it's been Terry Cummings here with 6 and a couple by Wingate and Sean Elliott.
Star out of Georgetown, who started out with the LA Clippers as a first-round draft choice, then went to Cleveland, was released by the Cavaliers, and the Spurs picked him up. Sean Elliott is out for a brief rest. Buck Williams, Mark Bryant, can't score. And the ball belongs to Portland as Cummings can't put a handle on it. David Robinson about to come back in. And Rush will not let him. No, he will let him in.
Dead ball. So he gets to check in. They missed a golden chance with Bryant right at the basket. And what Portland wants to do now is reestablish himself offensively. Porter gets the hoop.
26 for Terry Porter. Blazers 107 and San Antonio 96, 6.5 to play. Shot no good. Rebound Kersey. Foul is called inside, and it is on Portland.
Mark Bryant with the push underneath. Kersey made a huge rebound. But you see the difference in the defense right now. Portland's allowing the ball to move, allowing shots to be taken without being challenged, which they did not do in that third period.
Strickland drives. Reggie Williams called for traveling. 6:12 to play. Portland 107, San Antonio 96. Spurs have not only battled back on the scoreboard, battle on the boards is now even. 32 rebounds apiece. 3 minutes left in Los Angeles. Laker lead is 1 over Phoenix, 101-100.
The Lakers know it's not going to come easy. They said that, but they are still the team to beat in the West as Portland comes back with a foul. Nearly a hoop by Kersey. But that's an advantage that they have. Reggie Williams, who primarily is a guard, having to go up front and to try to guard someone that is physical and aggressive in nature as Jerome Kersey, that's a tough matchup.
Kersey stays perfect at the line tonight, 3 of 3. Blazer free throw shooting has been remarkable tonight, 33 of 36. Now 34 of 37.
Nothing would be bigger for Cotton Fitzsimmons and the Suns to win game 1 of that series after coming out of a dogfight with the Utah Jazz.
Last time Cotton won there, wasn't I still in college?
Maybe. You know, that was a long time ago. Inside to Robinson.
Yeah, and you finished 3 years ahead of me. Rebound pulled down by Mark Bryant. Williams can't score, is fouled hard by Wingate. And that's a foul you need to take in the playoffs, and Wingate did.
Good aggressive play at both ends. Portland challenging hard at the offensive end with good passing. And then you come back with a hard foul to make Buck Williams make the play.
Buck Williams wearing the James Worthy goggles. And is off to the left. Only the Blazers' 4th missed free throw of the night. Pat Lafferty, Steve Jones courtside. Here courtside with our assistant director, Monica Spolstra, our statistician, Stan Menashe. Buck missed them both. The crowd is quiet. 109-96, 5.5 to play. Strickland, leave it for Wingate. Easy shot, can't score. Soaring rebound for Mark Bryant. Buck, block Robinson. Traveling, double dribble, whatever you want to call it. Reggie Williams loses the ball on another Spurs turnover. Their 23rd turnover of the night. Williams back out.
Well, Reggie Williams just got beat out of that ball. He was trying to gain his balance and also control the ball and ended up turning it over as they had done a good job of stopping Portland in transition. Now, the crowd here is calling for Portland to let the air out of the ball, but what you want to do is be aggressive at the offensive end. You don't want to get in a posture where you're holding the ball, shooting primarily from the perimeter, and then seeing the ball run back at you. You want to move the ball, move people, try to get the easiest possible shot.
Rod Strickland on the money? No. Rebound. Buck Williams released Terry Porter. Bryant. Strong hustle effort, but is called for the foul. Third foul on Mark Bryant. San Antonio timeout, 4:36 to play. The Portland lead over the Spurs, 13. Robinson, thumb, foul, I believe Buck Williams.
You can see right there San Antonio being aggressive at their end of the floor, came up with 4 opportunities and finally got the whistle in their favor. But Rod Strickland tapping, keeping the ball alive. David Robinson finally getting control, stumbles out of bounds.
First free throw finds a home. David Robinson has scored 10 in this quarter and 28 in the game. There's number 29. He and Cummings both have scored 29 points, but the rest of the team has not done enough on the offensive end, and the Blazers still lead by 11.
What Portland has to do is attack the pressure. Kersey.
And he does exactly what you told him, Steve. 16 for Jerome. Blazer lead, 13, 4 minutes to play.
The pressure is on San Antonio to stop Portland. It is not on Portland to stop Portland, so they've got to continue to be aggressive. Inside to Robinson.
Comes up short, battle for the rebound, possession to Portland, the ball off Perry Cummings.
Got a report on Wayne Cooper. He will not return for this ball game tonight. Some recurrence of back spasm that will give the great Houdini of hands, whoever that is, a couple of days to work on him before they come back. Dressler.
Offensive basket interference, touched the ball when it was over the cylinder. Greg Willard made the call. Rick Adelman very upset with it. So is Kevin Duckworth, that bounced to his feet.
And Duckworth was telling him that was a pass. It was a lob, but he had to go get it. But it was right in the cylinder. Coming.
Terry. Tapped by David Robinson. So Robinson, a huge 13-point third quarter, and it's 111-100. But time, the sixth-man ally of the Blazers, as we close in on 3 minutes.
You want to use time off the clock, but you want to be very aggressive in doing so. If you begin to stand, your offense will stall. Turnover.
Blazers have beaten San Antonio 10 straight times here, and in the series, Portland has won 17 of the last 19 meetings between these two teams. Willie Anderson, shot blocked away, taken by Clyde Drexler. He's pinched the matchup. Willie Anderson fouling out with 6 points and made only 3 of 13 shots. Drexler misses the free throw, but tonight Clyde's line, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and the point total now matches his jersey, 22. The lead's a dozen, 2:35 to play. Reggie Williams.
Reggie Williams chases, couldn't get control of the ball. If it was right at the basket, would have been a good finish for him. Near steal Drexler, but San Antonio will get it back. 1 tick off the shot clock.
Rod Strickland directing traffic.
What Portland does not want to do is give up easy 3-point plays. Reggie Williams.
Well, Reggie, his first basket of the night. It's 112-102. Game clock is on your screen. You'll see it there a lot as we close out this ball game. Terry Porter, Mark Bryant, great entry pass, and Kersey scores. A 12-point lead. We're inside 2 minutes. Williams for 3. Can't get it. Williams the rebound. Foul, and
it's at 17 and counting. Play instructions from Cotton to Kevin Johnson.
They only have 1 timeout. That's why they didn't call timeout.
Eddie Johnson off the pick. Misses the jumper. Big miss by Eddie Johnson. And you're right, his legs aren't under it.
Doesn't have the legs, and they only have 1 timeout. That timeout they had to use cost them. Now, Lakers take timeout.
With 14 seconds to go in the game. That jumper falls for Eddie Johnson, and Phoenix may get the win, but now the Lakers a chance to tie.
Trailing the Suns by 2, 14 seconds left. We should have a final on that for you very shortly. Williams, Strickland, Cummings, shot clock at 5, Cummings for 3, rebound David Robinson. Strickland scored. Rod Strickland, 13 points, 115-104. Blazers turn it over, 1:12 left.
Larry Brown calls it 20.
Time, wild shot by Word. He's claiming he got fouled, but good defense early on that play by Molly against Magic Johnson. Little bump by Kevin Johnson. Cotton steering again. There he is. Mark West, get that rebound, Mark. He got it. Now he's at the line with 2 shots.
All right, this is exciting. He's 2 for 4 from the line tonight. And he hits a big one, a 3-point lead by Phoenix. Cotton Fitzsimmons has not won in the Forum in 37 games. The Suns have not won here in 21. The opening game of the Western Conference semifinals, and Phoenix on the verge of an upset win.
They come back here. It's going to take a big play for the Lakers to get back in it. They'll know why they've lost it should that game get away from them. Back to this one with 1:05 left.
Blazers by 9 as Terry Cummings puts it in. 31 for Terry. Inside the final minute, Portland up by 9. Young, fouled hard, will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Good aggressive play by Danny Young. The lane was there. You've got to attack the basket if they don't come to you. You scored as you see Kevin Duckworth looking at the big board, trying to see if they're going to show him any more of that Laker game. He wants to find out what happened, but Danny Young is the guy up there on the big screen.
Well, I don't know if I'm in the minority, Steve, but hoping, of course, that Portland beats San Antonio somehow. You hope Portland ends up with Los Angeles. It seems like that's the right way to try and extend into the World Championship, somehow to go through that forum, beat the Lakers at their own game on their own home floor. But I guess the most important thing is just to get there. Here it's an 11-point lead. Cummings hits again. Cummings has had a big night shooting. He's made 15 of 21 shots. Backcourt foul, Reggie Williams.
They got it. Was a puff. 37 straight games he's lost here.
Then the pick for Scott. They foul.
They foul with 4 seconds left.
Cotton's complaining he wants another second off the clock. Jack Madden looks at the clock. I think he will give him another second off the clock.
And let's bring up another significant point here as we look. For Phoenix, the 37-game nightmare at the Forum has ended for Cotton Fitzsimmons, and the Suns take a 2-point win and a 1-game-to-none lead in the Western Conference semifinals. Unbelievable. The Laker crowd is stunned here at the Forum.
Got very aggressive in the third period of play, continue to challenge the basket and using some good offensive scoring by Terry Porter with 9 in the period and 11 by Clyde Drexler. The guard tandem led the way to a 34-point surge in the third period, as it seems as though Portland had 10 players out on the floor at one time against San Antonio's 5. They were everywhere at the defensive end with Wayne Cooper challenging everything, refusing to give the basketball up, starting the transition opportunities for Portland. A sweet adjustment by Terry Porter, and you can see his response as he is into this ball game, and the Trailblazers really had control at that point. For Portland, ball movement was everything in that third period of play. They were able to get good opportunities and follow up those missed opportunities with good putbacks as Jerome Kersey came back with a good offensive putback for Portland. David Wingate out of the corner was one of the guys off the bench that Larry Brown was counting on to make a contribution, and certainly he got his teeth into the ball game in the fourth period, but it was David Robinson who set the tone for San Antonio and coming back and cutting into Portland's 20-point advantage. Robinson out of the blocks very quickly, had 7 of San Antonio's first points in the period, and San Antonio then began to understand what aggressiveness was and started to challenge Portland at both ends of the floor. Drazen Petrovic, a good basket. He finished tonight with 10 points. Most of his coming in that second period of play, as San Antonio is aware of his ability to shoot the ball from outside. Cliff Robinson with a good pass over to Buck Williams, and he drives it home with 2 hands. Buck was solid all night and really set the tone for the Trailblazers and what they were going to try to do in terms of attacking San Antonio. David Robinson with a quick jam. He had 13 points in that final period of play. I think Robinson answered a lot of his critics in terms of can he play and play well with physical pressure. Certainly he was bumped and he was banged. He finally got a rhythm in the ball game and ended up with some numbers, but his team was down, and his numbers only will look good on paper. Terry Cummings, the same story. He got himself off to a great start, had 10 in the first, finished with 10 in the fourth period of play, and in between had 13 points for a total of 33 on the night. Cummings was solid though, and what you need from your big players is the ability to keep your team close, and it got a little bit away from them in that third period, and they weren't able to answer the challenges. Some strong defensive pressure by the Trailblazers made all the difference in the world. Against the defensive pressure, Portland tonight did not become stagnant. They continue to challenge. Terry Cummings back at the basket. David Robinson tips it in. Terry Porter was looking to make some things happen under the pressure of San Antonio's press. Passed the ball ahead. They got good movement. A pass inside from Drexler to Jerome Kersey, and an easy 2.